Welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. I've got 65 solved. Today I'm going to tackle that, yes, this one. Level 6 rose puzzle. And this may take a really long time, in which case it'll be edited. Ooh, there's one behind here. Another level 5 behind there. Oh, I'm gonna do this one anyway. Okay. I see that. Ooh. There's 3 and 3. And 1, 2, 3 ways to get out of here. The same as here. There's only 3 paths out for these 3 and 3. And here, for those 3 and 3. Oh, this is blocked, so that's only 3. This one has 4 paths out. And, ooh, that might be essential to finding a solution. No, that's not what I want. I want it to go back to this. Okay. First thing, I can see that this one has to take that. This one is going to be different because it's got 4. I'm gonna say that every one of these must take 1 from within it, because if it didn't, if this came out here and this took, say, that one and went out here, and this one went out here, nothing could get in here to take that except this. I'm not saying that these lines are accurate, but it has to be that each of these is a pair escaping through these 3 gaps that are available. Now, that means this, go back to that, this one can't just leave, it's got to take one of these. And if it were to try to take that one, it would have to go all the way around. This one would be able to get that, but not anything else. So this one's taking that, which means this one is coming out. And this one is going in. Give me a different color there. Like that. Now the one that take this space here will go to whichever does not take that. This does that, and that does that. Yeah. Whichever of these does not take this, or does take this, will not take that. Okay, the same is going to have to happen over on all of these. Everywhere except this one. And I see that this is a set of all 5. If each of them wants to get to 5, this is not going to be the way to do it. Because that would mean that 2 from here takes 2 from here, 2 from here takes 2 from here, 2 from here would take 2 from there, and so on all the way around. And this would not have that extra space being necessary. So these 5 are going to get broken up and go to the odd ones. I think, let's see now, I should just stay in the note mode. I think that this one is going to hug this edge and take that. This. If this were to take that, if that were to do that, then that would be complicated. Let's see. Now this one is getting out here. And it would need to grab that to finish. This one, well, this one would take something like that. Might be. I think that this one is going to come over here, though. Now, if this took that, it would be it would have to take that. Then this would have to take that, and right there it would block this exit. Because if this one were to just take that, then this one doesn't get out at all. Therefore, this does not take that. If it takes that, not like that, this way, that allows this one to get through. And this one gets out wherever it gets out. And this one takes those. I think that's the way that's got to work. So let's paint those in. like that. Now this one is going to need the diamond. Okay. Yes, I can't have a second one that does the same thing. This one doesn't connect to here because then it would also need a diamond. And there isn't a diamond for it. This one is going to come in here. And I think it's just doing that. Yeah. Then this one is going to come in here. It might take two of these. I'm thinking that this is going to be a pair that connects over here, a pair that connects over here, and two singles that will connect to other things. Let's see, this one comes out that hole. No, it doesn't. This one is going to have to This is number 2. It does that. Yes? Then this one comes out here and takes that one. This one goes around to that. That is complicated. Let's draw in some... Oh, no, no, no. Draw in some borders here. Now, I think everything there is looking right. This one probably takes these two. It needs that. Which I'm not sure how it'll get there. It might go through here. This one needs... Well, let's see. This one here has the circle, the hex, the diamond, and the triangle. It needs the square. And I think it'll just do that. Which means this one will have to go that way. which means this takes that. Okay, this one here, if this is correct, that should be done. Oof, let's undo that line. Huh. I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, there's nothing in there about... Oh, there it is. Hold to measure area. Okay. It's right in the middle. I don't think it mentioned that anywhere. Let me just draw this line because I'm pretty sure about it. Now, let's have that one come take that. This has to come out. We can put a line there. I think this is doing that. That leaves... If this one comes around... Oh, I did not mean to do that. If this one comes around that way and takes that and that, I think that's better. This one needs a square, a triangle, and a diamond. This one needs a hexagon. Can I go back? No, I can't. Ah! Shift tab doesn't work because it brings up the Steam overlay. Normally Shift tab would be tab backwards. I'm assuming that this one goes that way. And this one takes that. This one might be done. So let's just draw that in for now. This one... Okay, this one is a diamond and a triangle. It needs a circle and a square. It's going to get the square from up here. This diamond I am not sure. Then that one comes out. This one needs a triangle, which is right here. That finishes it. Let's close that off for now. This could all be completely wrong still. This has to come out. This one needs that, and a triangle. Okay, that doesn't work. There's nowhere this one could get a triangle. This one has to come out to get a circle. This one also needs a circle. What are we missing? This one has the square, triangle, the diamond. This one has the circle and the hexagon. If they join together, that one's complete. And this one needs that diamond. And it's right. Wow. Okay. Complicated, but I actually got that faster than one of the earlier ones. Okay. There is one more over here to get. What is this saying? It says 33 plus 2. Let's come over here for a bit. Do a couple easy ones to round this episode out. We have a box, we have a square, and we have a single. This cannot be anything other than the single. So this must be something different, and it can't be the 2x2. So it's that, which means this is another single. these are going to have to be singles again. Now, this has to be different than that, but if it were the 8, it would come over here and have to be different than that one. Therefore, this is just a 2x2. Now I've got a bunch of little ones here. Another one. This has to be another of these. That. The only one I can put here is that, which means another one there. And it's done. Okay. Gemini. Must be the same shape. 2s, 3s, and little L's. That's got to be a 3, otherwise it gets cut off. That means this has to be a 3. Now this must be a 2, which means this is a 2. If this were anything other than an L, this corner would get cut off. Now this must also be an L, which means this is as well, which means it must do that. Now this is another one. There. For this to be a 3, it's got to do that. And it's done. Three L's. Small, medium, and big. Okay, these have to come out like that. Which means this is 1, that is 1, and that is 1. And they're all different. And then this has to be different again. So it's at least that. It might go another. Now, this comes out here, this comes out, and it's going to have to do that. This one is also going to have to be at least 3 long, and if it was that, then this would be that, and they couldn't all be the same. So this is going this way, which means it is that shape, which means this one is that, and this one is that. Okay. This one. And finish it off with that. Ooh, I've finished this area as much as they require. But there are a bunch more. I'm going to start the next episode over here and then do more easy ones over there. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.